Hi guys, welcome to a car vlog. And by car, I don't mean a moving car. I just mean literally we're sitting in my car. I am officially less than 24 hours away from taking my NCLEX. I take it at 2 p.m. tomorrow in the city. And yeah, I was so cool and calm as a clam or whatever the phrase is until literally 2 p.m. today hit, and then suddenly like that 24-hour window just came with all this anxiety and I started panicking. I know that this is what I've worked for the past 4 years, but you know, part of me just is like, what if I don't pass? And I was talking to my best friend about this and she just calmed me down. She was like, if you don't pass, you don't pass and you take it again. You know, and I think in life I'm learning more and more that you just really have to be humble about whatever circumstances you're in, you know. I think it's a pride thing to want to pass the first time, and failing the NCLEX or whatever sort of exam, it feels embarrassing in the moment, and oftentimes that's something we put on ourselves. So I just have to keep reminding myself that, you know, this isn't just about me and my pride. This is about something more. This is about something greater that God's doing, not just in my life, but for His kingdom. And I think I've really been learning lately about how much more outside of my life God's plan is. God's plan. Sorry, lame pop culture reference, because I honestly, guys, I'm so removed from pop culture. I really don't know what goes on, so that's a big deal if I know what that is. But anyway, I think I'm learning more and more that as important as our relationship with God is and our walk with Jesus, it's also important to recognize how that connects to the church and to the world. Because you can have this amazing quiet time relationship with God, but if you're not going out there and using what God has given you, what God has blessed you with, if you're not going out there and serving His kingdom and advancing His kingdom in whatever form that may be, then you're not fulfilling what Jesus called us to do, and that was to make Him known and to share the gospel. And of course, I don't mean you have to become an evangelizing pastor, or you know, you don't have to be the church in the sense that like you literally become the church. But being the church is using your actions, using your words, using your heart to really reflect who God is and who Jesus is, and giving that glory to Him. You know, I guess I never really understood this whole concept of glory growing up, because I mean, like, there, you know, you had achievements like graduating high school and graduating college, but I think a lot of my struggles right now stem from me having a lot of pride, wanting to work in the top hospitals in the nation, wanting to, you know, be a part of something like that and have that kind of collecting those accolades, basically. And I'm not saying that pursuing those dreams is a bad thing, but I think I have been driven recently by my own desire to build my own glory. But the Bible says that it's God's glory, it's His salvation of us, and it's not about what we want at the end of the day, because what God wants and wills is so much greater than what we can imagine for ourselves. And that doesn't even mean like, oh, it's gonna benefit me. Like, you know, some of the things that God wills requires us to sacrifice things. And I don't know why I started rambling about this. I'm sorry for those of you who aren't religious and aren't interested in that kind of stuff. But yeah, these are just kind of the existential, like, barely quarter life crisis things that I've been thinking about lately. It's all really scary. It is. And nerve-wracking. But I'm excited. I'm really excited for what God has in store for me and His kingdom. And yeah. So anyway, sorry, I just like was distracted by something. But in terms of other life updates, I haven't updated my vlog in a while with like any in-depth personal posts, really, mostly because I have been just like thinking a lot and also doing a lot. So I've been studying, I've been babysitting, I've been also keeping the house clean and things like that, because my mom works pretty much full-time now. She used to work part-time, but now she's full-time until she actually moves. And I've been walking the dog, taking care of the dog, taking care of my sister, and all these things. And so I haven't really had time to breathe. And yeah, like, I guess there's not much that has really happened in my life recently. I've just been studying. I'm lonely, but I have been reconnecting with friends, which has been good, and seeing them and talking to them, and it's all been wonderful. Learning how to live again with my sisters has been great. I've been teaching one of my sisters how to drive, so that's pretty funny too. Those of you who follow me on Instagram probably saw that. But yeah, I mean, life is good. Mental health wise, I mean, I'm anxious and stressed, but in such a better place than I was last month, which I'm so thankful for. And like with my body too, I'm chilling. I'm doing great. Like, I'm running lots of miles, I'm eating lots of good food, I'm just feeling amazing, and like my body feels so good in the summer because I'm getting that vitamin D, I'm getting that sunshine, I'm getting tan, but I feel like I'm full of so much more life, which I know a lot of people say, but yeah. I'm so thankful for seasons though, because they make you really appreciate the good ones, you know. This season of life is crazy right now, and there's so many things changing, so many exciting things happening, and I don't want to jinx it, but I think I might be going somewhere in the Midwest in August, so stay tuned for that. I'm sure I'll vlog that trip as well. But yeah. Okay, I have been sitting in my car with the AC on for way too long, so I'm gonna go now. But I love you all, and I will probably just like edit this with a bunch of other clips from the next few days. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Good morning, guys. It is July 11th, 7 a.m. on the dot. I'm just having my coffee, and I am just mentally preparing, spiritually preparing myself for my NCLEX, which is today at 2 p.m. So I'm gonna leave home, take the train, because it's in a part of Boston that's pretty busy. So yeah, I'm actually quite peaceful right now. I'm calm. I think praying really helped, and I always underestimate the power of prayer, and you know, if you're not religious, just the power of meditating or pressing pause and taking a breath. I think it really helps you rein in whatever you're feeling before it gets to be too overwhelming. And of course, I don't mean this for those who struggle with anxiety disorders. That's separate, you know, but just in general, when life feels like it's stressful and overwhelming, taking that time to really just wash it out, I think is so important. And yeah, I've spent this morning just reading the Word and praying and reflecting on how I've already gotten to this place in my life. I was looking through old blog posts and seeing all these, you know, posts about studying for my Peds and OB exam, which was fall semester of 2016. So almost 2 years ago now. And you know, struggling through those Cleveland winters with schoolwork and stress and a lot of emotional stuff going on. And I feel like I'm in such an exciting season. I mean, 2 years ago, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I was starting an internship at a nonprofit organization that I actually ended up loving. But I didn't know what I wanted to do with nursing really, besides really like public health, global health. I didn't know what I wanted to do in terms of acute care once I got out of school. But now I have this vision in my mind of what I want, and I'm sure God will change that and evolve that as I progress. But it's just crazy to think that that was just 2 years ago. I was in a relationship with my current boyfriend, but then 6 months later we ended up breaking up, and that was one of the most heartbreaking times that I went through for about a year and 3 months. And so to see how so much has changed, and how I'm here at this point in my life. My boyfriend is now working. He's training right now, but he got a great job. He's a believer, and it's just like, it's crazy to think that these are the ways that God orchestrated my life. And it's not even for my own benefit. I mean, of course he wants me to live a life that is full of joy, but more so a life that is for his kingdom and for advancing the gospel. Like, that is amazing to me. And so I see today not necessarily as scary, but as joyous, and just reflecting on the ways that my life has changed. I know that there's a long road ahead in terms of applying to jobs and things like that, but I'm at peace. I'm just content and excited. So yeah, those are just my thoughts right now. I'm probably going to go on a run, which some people probably wouldn't do on the day of an exam, but I just really want to clear my head, enjoy the beautiful morning golden hour right now. It's about 70 degrees, so a much improved temperature from the past 2 days when it was like 90. So yeah, I'm really excited, and I will see you guys in the next clip. Hi guys, so it is now 11:30, and yeah, I leave in exactly an hour for my NCLEX. I just wanted to take a moment to pep talk, not just myself, but anyone else out there who is preparing for a big day, whether that's an exam like the MCAT or the LSAT or the NCLEX, or just a big important day like an interview or your first day of working or interning. This is what you were made to do. This is what you have poured your heart into. This is what you have put all your time into. And you are a badass. You're going to kill it. It's going to go great. You have studied so hard up until this point, and you have put in the work. Your work will not go unrewarded, whether that's in the short term, whether that's in the short term or the long term. You have poured blood, sweat, and tears into this for the past 4 years, and that knowledge base that you have built will not fail you. In fact, it'll be to your advantage, and utilize that. Utilize your critical thinking skills, utilize your personality traits, your assets, whatever it may be, to succeed at whatever it is that you're pursuing. This is the day. This is your day. You're gonna kill it. It's gonna go great, and then you're going to move forward and continue being awesome. Not every season is gonna be great, but this season is a season of great growth and change and overall joy. So celebrate this moment as soon as you finish, because you're gonna deserve every second of that happiness when you find out that you kicked it in the butt. All right. I know this is a cheesy pep talk, but it's something I really needed to hear for myself. And I'm sure looking back on this, I'll be like, what was I thinking? But this is something I just needed to hear. And for those of you who need to hear it too, this was for you. So these are some of the things that I'm bringing with me. I'm bringing just my papers that I printed for my email with my ATT and my NCLEX ID and my registration ID on them. I'm bringing my license, but I'm also bringing my passport because I'm that person that's always super petrified about not having the proper ID. But from what I read, a license is perfectly fine. And then I'm going to fill this water bottle up with water, and that's it. I'm also bringing my phone, obviously, but that can't be accessed at all during the exam. So yeah, it's gonna go in this like plastic bag thing, and then I think they can tell if you've tampered with it and stuff like that. So yeah, I leave in about 20 minutes now, so getting more and more nervous. Hey guys, so there's 10 more minutes until I can go into the actual testing center. So we're just waiting in the building right now. And really nervous but excited. Hey guys, so I just got home from my NCLEX and it shut off at 75 questions, which I am taking to be a really good sign. During the exam, like, I wasn't anxious, I was keeping my cool, but I am now that I've had time to process it, like, I'm definitely worried. But I keep reminding myself that I had to have done really badly for it to shut off at 75 if I failed. You know what I mean? Like, it would have given me more questions and more chances to do better on it. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm going to wait it out and just like maybe pay for the quick results. So if you didn't know, some states you can buy quick results, which means that your score will be up within 2 days. So I might do that just because I want to get it over with, but I'm so excited, but also really scared. So I'm not like announcing it or anything yet. And I mean, by the time this vlog goes up, you guys will know if I passed or not. But yeah, I actually want to record me opening the website and everything to see my results with you guys. So yeah, I'm really excited though, and it feels like a weight has been lifted off my chest, and I'm just so thankful. This process was actually quite seamless. So what you do is, well, for me anyway, for the testing center I went to, you go there, and it was in like a building with security just because there's multiple offices within this one building. And so you go to the testing center, they have you turn off your phone, and you wait in line, and they'll assign you a number, and then you give them your ID, and you get a little handout with all the rules written on it. And then they do your palm reading, your palm print thing, so that you know that you don't write anything on your hand. And then after that, you sit down, and then they'll call you back number by number, and then have you sign, basically saying like you read all the rules and things like that. And they explain like the breaks and stuff like that as well. And they give you a locker where you can put your stuff, and your phone does get put in like a bag so that they can make sure that you don't play with it. I thought it was gonna be like some high-tech bag, but it was literally just like, you know, those bags that you mail stuff with, like Amazon packages and things like that. Like, it was that kind of bag, because they can tell if you've opened it or tried to open it. So anyway, then they call you one by one to sign and get your picture taken just for identity reasons. And then one by one, by the test administrator, you were called to the room to have your palm read again, and then to get escorted to your actual testing computer. And it was like a legit computer. They gave you like a little whiteboard thing, or a whitey pad thing where you could write down all your thoughts. During the tutorial, you're not allowed to brain dump, meaning like, let's say you quickly memorized a bunch of electrolyte values, you can't just like start writing that down. I mean, there's cameras like 360 in that little cubby thing, so they can see, and they can also hear if you're talking. So there was that, and yeah, then I took it, and it was over within 75 questions, which is crazy to me, but that's where we're at right now. I mean, I'm still really nervous about these results, but I guess we'll just have to wait like everyone else, right? Hello everyone. So it has been a couple days. It's July 13th, about 1 p.m. I've been checking my Pearson account multiple times a day, just waiting for the results, but they haven't come out yet. So I think it will pretty much be 48 hours until I know. So that means there's 1 more hour and hopefully the results come out. But I'll like show you guys how you can check it. It's through Quick Results, which basically is a service that some states have where you can get your unofficial results, meaning it doesn't give you your license number, but it does tell you that you passed. So yeah, you can pay $8 for that. This is not sponsored, by the way, but I'm so anxious that I'm about to pay that just to know and just to have like a sound mind about it. So I'll show you guys how to do it. We'll check it together actually. This is like my 100th time checking. So I'm on the Pearson sign-in page. I'm going to sign in, but obviously I'm covering up like important information from you guys. So this is what your home page is gonna look like. And then obviously above where the screen is cutting off is where your name and stuff would be. But yeah, your results are not available at this time. I guess we're just gonna have to check back in a bit. I know I am such a freak, but I'm literally checking again. It's about 1:30 now, so it's been another 30 minutes. There. Your exam results are not available. Big surprise. I think the whole part of this process that sucks the most is all the waiting. Like waiting to test and then waiting for your actual results and all that stuff. And yeah, makes me so anxious because it's something that's literally not in your control. You just have to kind of play the system and wait. So yeah. Hey. All right. It says they're not available still. Hello?
So, yeah, hi.
Yeah, it says they're still not available.
Oh no.
Do I have to wait? Like, I don't know how this... Do I just have to keep checking back? I guess I'm just gonna have to keep checking back. I'll call you back.
Okay, I'm good.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Update. So it is now 2:07 p.m. and nothing has been posted yet. So I just wait and wait and keep checking. Alright guys, so my results came out. I just need to grab a credit card. Give me 1 second. So I have a credit card now. I'm going to pay for my results. Just give me 1 moment. Let's see this. Okay, I'm really nervous, guys. I mean, I know I think that I did well on it, but I don't know. There's like always that chance that God wants to humble you, put you in your place, and that you don't pass, so. I'm a registered nurse. registered nurse, guys. Oh my god. Ah, sorry. Guys, I'm a registered nurse. I'm so happy right now. I'm gonna go tell all my family and stuff like that. But I'm a registered nurse.